There's a reason why some people dominate, while others spend their lives being humiliated, betrayed, and forgotten. The truth is, this world isn't ruled by kindness. It's ruled by power, manipulation, and the cold ability to control what others see, think, and feel. Niccolò Machiavelli, one of the darkest minds in history, didn't just study power. He exposed its most brutal secrets. And in his writings he revealed 7 humiliating mistakes, the kind that leave men ruined, mocked, and discarded. Today you'll discover what those mistakes are, and how to avoid them before it's too late. Because in a world where perception is reality, one wrong move can cost you everything. Stay sharp. This might be the most uncomfortable truth you hear all week. The first humiliating mistake is trusting too easily. Machiavelli warned, "Men forget more easily the death of their father than the loss of their inheritance." What does this mean? It means people's loyalty is tied to their interests, not to you. Every time you trust someone blindly, every time you believe their words without testing their actions, you hand them a weapon. And when the moment comes, they won't hesitate to use it. In politics, business, and personal relationships, those who fall first are the ones who trusted too soon. Powerful people test loyalty. They place obstacles. They observe who stands, who bends, and who betrays. Naivete isn't innocence. It's weakness dressed in virtue. And Machiavelli made it clear. Trust must be earned, never given. Fail here and you'll be eaten alive. The second humiliating mistake is revealing your intentions too soon. Machiavelli believed that power thrives in silence. The moment you speak your plans, you surrender control. Why? Because people don't hear your words. They hear opportunity. A chance to copy you, sabotage you, or position themselves ahead of you. He wrote, "He who reveals too much of his plan exposes himself to ruin." Think about how many times you've shared an idea, only to watch someone else claim it. In the ruthless game of influence, the smartest players move in the shadows. They strike without warning. And when their enemies finally realize what's happening, it's already over. Speak less. Move in silence. Let your results announce you when it's too late for others to react. Because those who talk too much die with their secrets exposed. The third humiliating mistake is being too predictable. Machiavelli understood that power isn't just about strength, it's about unpredictability. A ruler who acts the same way every time is easy to control, easy to trap, and easy to destroy. He warned, "It is much safer to be feared than loved, when one cannot be both." Why safer? Because fear thrives in uncertainty. When people can't predict your next move, they hesitate. And hesitation is where control is born. The one who's always kind, always forgiving, always available, becomes invisible. And worse, disposable. Powerful men shift. Sometimes they reward. Sometimes they punish. But they never allow anyone to fully read them. In a world where perception shapes reality, unpredictability is your shield. Be consistent in your purpose, but ruthless in your methods. That's how you survive. The fourth humiliating mistake is underestimating envy. Machiavelli knew that envy is silent, poisonous, and always closer than you think. He wrote, "The envious man will never declare his hatred. He waits for your moment of weakness." Most people believe their downfall will come from open enemies. But the real danger hides in the smiles of so-called friends, admirers, and allies. Your success will always trigger silent resentment. No one envies the weak, only the strong. The more you rise, the more you'll attract those who secretly wish to see you fall. Ignore this, and you'll invite betrayal disguised as loyalty. The wise man observes. He listens to what's not said. He notices the small shifts, the cold glance, the absent applause, the subtle sabotage. Your greatest enemy will often be the one who congratulates you first. Never forget it. The fifth humiliating mistake is ignoring your reputation. Machiavelli said, "A man who wishes to govern well must learn to be able not to be good." Reputation isn't about truth, it's about perception. In the game of power, how others see you is often more important than who you really are. If you're seen as weak, indecisive, or unreliable, no one will follow you. But if you master the art of projecting strength, confidence, and control, even your enemies will hesitate before crossing you. Your reputation is your armor and your weapon. Neglect it and you leave yourself naked, exposed to humiliation, mockery, and defeat. Machiavelli's advice? Control your image ruthlessly. Craft it with precision. And never let others define you. Because once your reputation falls, so do you. The sixth humiliating mistake is overlooking the power of silence. Machiavelli knew, silence isn't weakness, it's a weapon. When you speak too much, you reveal your thoughts, doubts, and plans. You give others ammunition to use against you. But when you master silence, you become unpredictable and untouchable. Silence creates mystery. It forces others to guess your intentions, and in their uncertainty they hesitate. The loudest voices often hide the deepest insecurities. Powerful people understand this. They let silence speak for them. In negotiations, conflicts, or battles of influence, silence can be your greatest ally. Machiavelli's brutal truth. Speak less, observe more, and use silence to control the room. Ignore this, and you'll find yourself trapped by your own words, humiliated by your own tongue. The seventh humiliating mistake is failing to adapt. Machiavelli made it clear, he who wishes to be obeyed must know how to command. But more than that, he must know when to change. The world is a battlefield that never stops shifting. Those who cling rigidly to old tactics, those who refuse to evolve, will be crushed by the relentless tide of change. Power belongs to the flexible, the strategic, the ruthless. You must learn to read the currents, to anticipate the storms, and to shift your course before disaster hits. Stubbornness is a luxury only the weak can afford. The moment you resist change, you begin your fall. Master adaptation, or prepare for humiliation. You've just uncovered the 7 humiliating mistakes Machiavelli warns you never to make. Mistakes that can destroy your power, your respect, and your future. But now, armed with this knowledge, you hold the key to rise above. Imagine walking through life with the confidence to never reveal your intentions, the wisdom to embrace unpredictability, and the strength to silence envy and betrayal. This is the power Machiavelli offers, a path to mastery over yourself and others. If you want to keep diving deeper into the dark truths of power, psychology, and control, subscribe now. Hit the like button if this video opened your eyes. Share it with someone who needs to hear this. Remember, true power isn't given, it's taken by those who understand the game. Stay sharp. Stay ruthless.